My card, gang, whip, Flocko, bar.
Yo, it's Deuce TV back with another video. As you see, rocking the Christmas hat. It's actually Christmas Day, the day I'm recording this. So I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Hopefully everybody's having a blessed day. So it's Christmas time, that means it's December, meaning it's the end of the year. So I had to think of a way to end this year on a great note. So I said, let me compile a list of all the great projects that I enjoy listening to this year. To make this list has to have great replay value. I couldn't just listen to it one time and say, okay, it's a good listen, but don't listen to it again after that. I still have to be listening to it at this moment. 2, production has to be great. I'm not listening to none with no trash beats on it. So, also before we get started, let me give you 2 disclaimers. First disclaimer, just because a project did not make this list does not mean I didn't like it. Everything can make this list. It's only 10 spots on this list. So there's gonna be some snubs. Number 2, this also is my list, so it's also my top 10. So it's gonna be all the projects that I enjoy listening to. Your favorite artist might not make this list. So that's everything. Let's get started. So before we get started, I want to talk about the honorable mentions. So these projects were this close to making this list. I still enjoyed them. They just not top 10. So first honorable mention I got on the list, we got Big Baby Drown. This is debut album. And Drown, he's a radio kind of guy, not a deep album kind of guy. His album, I did have songs that I like on there, like Cute, Everybody Knows Broccoli, 100%, Sweet Virginia Breeze. I did like it. Positive type of music, get you in that mood if you're ever feeling down. And if you're ever in a depression, Jerem is that guy for you. Second one I got on here, we got Cozy Tapes Volume 2. Now compared to the first Cozy Tapes, this one's way better. First Cozy Tapes, trash. This one I did like a lot, but I think it's one obvious problem that everybody notices about the ASAP Mob that I'm gonna just have to be the one to say it. Nobody cares about ASAP Mob unless your name's ASAP Rocky. Just being real with you. Nobody cares about Ferg. Nobody cares about 12. Nobody cares about Bari. Nobody cares about none of them guys. And that's probably why I didn't make my top 10. The only songs I liked on there were usually the ones that had Rocky. The songs that were primarily just them, didn't really mess with. I mean, it was a few because this album did have a lot of good features. Big Sean, Playboy Cardi, Gucci Man. So it was produced really good. The beats were nice. Like I said, just not top 10. Next one we got on the list, Good For You by Mine. I didn't think I would like this project. Hearing Caroline over and over on the radio station, even though that's not a bad song, I just got really annoyed by it over and over. And when I listened to the album, it's not that bad. He's not a trap kind of guy, no emo rap like these new guys. He's not talking about drugs. And it's real good, chill music. Do recommend that you should check that out. And my last one on this honorable mentions, we got Trippie Redd, A Love Letter to You 2. And Trippie Redd is a different artist. Kind of like those emo rap kind of guys. He has a whole different sound with the auto-tune, the Travis Scott. If I had to say it, he's like a mixture between Travis Scott and Uzi Vert in one artist together. But it does ride well. He has bars. And it's a very emotional type of album. And I did enjoy it. Songs like Today, Back in My Mind. But I do recommend that you check him out. It surprised me. And I did kind of like it. So let's get started to the top 10. Which you guys all been waiting for. Number 10 on this list. We got Wiz Khalifa with Laugh Now, Fly Later. This was a late release, and it came out around late November, but still very solid project. It's not what you expect from Wiz, because Wiz is usually trash, because Wiz hasn't been good since about 2010. He's back now. He's got all that BS out of his life, and he's straight. And Wiz, I'm not gonna lie to you, 98% of the album is about weed, but the way he does it now is different. You're still gonna like it. The beats are mellow, it's chill. I had a great listen, and definitely you should go check that out. Number 9 on the list, we got Russ. There's Really a Wolf. And Russ, when you see him in interviews, you see him on social media, he comes off as a jerk. He's full of himself and bitter. But when you really check out the album, he lives up to that. I know that's mainly what he's rapping about in this album. He did everything by himself. He produced all these beats. He edits all his videos. He writes all his lyrics. So with doing all of that, I think he deserves to be cocky. He has something to be cocky over. He works. He's a hard worker, and it shows in his music. Russ, There's Really a Wolf. He's a very talented artist. He can sing. He can rap. And I did enjoy it. Songs like Me, You, Did It Myself, Losing Control, Pull the Trigger. And Russ is really slept on because of his attitude. I think if he changes that as a person, and if he can change as a person, he can take over this game. Because he doesn't depend on nobody. Just like J. Cole, no features on this. He did this all by himself. Number 8 on this list, we got Pretty Girls Love Trap Music by 2 Chainz. Your second favorite 40-year-old rapper. And like I said, to make this list, production is a high thing that I'm really high on. And we had it produced by Mike Will Made It and Murder Beats. And I did really enjoy it. Especially features. The features on this album, out of this world. Travis Scott, Pharrell, Monica, Drake, everybody, Migos. It's really a fun project listening to. One of my favorite projects I like listening to this summer. And the marketing he did for this album, out of this world. The Pink Trap House. He had a nail salon where 2 Chainz is a great person. I did enjoy this album. And I did like songs like Blue Cheese, 4 a.m., Big Amount, what else? Saturday Night, Rolls Royce. And go check out this album if you haven't. Please go check it out. This isn't old 2 Chainz where he just yells into his mic and yells 2 Chainz every 2 seconds. No. 2 Chainz, he put hard work into this album. And I do appreciate what he did. Number 7 on this list, I guess the GOAT. He's not my GOAT, but he might be your GOAT. We got Jay-Z with 444. And this album might come off as depressing, but it was very conscious. Did have bars. He's going to give you those bars. This is 13th studio album. Produced by No ID. It was kind of short for a project. It only had 10 songs. I still did enjoy it. I didn't like that it was only released on Tidal at first, but he later did release it on Apple Music and Spotify. I like songs like 444, Story of OJ, Family Feud, Moonlight, and you know what to expect from a Jay-Z album. You're going to get some bars. Most people did not like it because, 1, the content. Nobody cares that you cheated on your wife. 2, they said the beats, they were boring. The whole album was just depressing. And then I think it fits the mood. I don't want Jay-Z rapping about drugs like these new guys. I want him to stay in his lane, keep doing what he's doing. Very nice album. Number 6 on the list, we got one of the... He slept. Number 6 on the list, we got Dave East with Paranoia. And one of the most slept on artists right now in the game. Dave East, no shade, no doubt. King of New York right now. Not no Jay-Z, no Joey, no Troy Ave, nobody. He's the king of New York right now. He's slept on. He's so lyrical. The beats on this album, ridiculous. The features, he had Jeezy. He had French Montana, Out of This World. And Dave East, he slept on. I was sleeping on him. I didn't even check out Dave East till I heard this album. After I heard this album, this made me want to go check out his old projects. And I did enjoy them. And you can see he's like, ignore it. Don't take this seriously when I say this, but he's the closest thing we got to Nas right now. And I say that with a grain of salt. But still, Dave East is slept on. People think he's boring. Some people think he's annoying. They think his voice runs it. I love Dave East. Pause. And this was one of the few albums I did like. And New York rap, they're making that comeback. That's all I gotta say. So at number 5, my top 10 list, we got Culture by Migos. And this is the best project that the Migos has ever created. Got production, murder, and we got Metro Boomin. And we had great songs on it, like Big on Big, Get Right With You, Kelly Price, Slippery, Bad and Bougie. And the Migos did a great job with this album. I can't wait for Culture 2. I enjoyed this album. I enjoyed all the ad-libs, everything that came with it. And they're really on the map right now. Atlanta rap is winning right now. What else can I say? Number 4 on the list, we got Big Sean, I Decided. And Big Sean is another one of those artists that's constantly slept on. Everybody thinks he's corny or a sap, but if you listen to his music and not just his radio hits, really good artist. And I think I can put him in that top 4 of mainstream artists with Drake, Kendrick, Cole. So please stop sleeping on Big Sean. It was a really touching album. Him reflecting on all the decisions that he's made in his life and just accepting it. He had other good songs on there. Sacrifices, Light, Bounce Back, No Favors, Moves, Halfway Off the Balcony. I still listen to this album if I need some more motivation in my life, just to keep me pushing. And I'm gonna just spoil this right now. Double or Nothing did not make this list. Was not a bad project by far, but I still think I Decided was a better project. And that's it for that. Number 3, we got Drake with More Life. And that's why I did name this list top 10 albums of the year. That's why I named it projects, because Drake said it's a playlist, whatever that means. Not even for sure what that means, but this playlist was really good. And I guess I can see why I named it a playlist, because it didn't have like a story behind it like most albums would. It was just a bunch of songs combined together that had not one thing all in common, if that makes sense. But he has you're going to get multiple types of Drake on it. You're going to get Culture Vulture Drake. You're going to get R&B Drake with Passion Fruit. You're going to get hardcore rapping Drake. You know, Can't Have Everything, Do Not Disturb. You're just going to get radio single Drake with songs like Sacrifices and Portland. So this album is the production. You got Murda, and you know it's gonna be nice. It's Drake. You know he's gonna put in the time and the effort for it. Call him say he has a ghostwriter, all that. You just can't say he's not talented. And Drake, I think this is up there, way better than Views. Views was overrated, and Drake, he put his heart and soul into it, just like Do Not Disturb sent. I can't wait till what he has for us in 2018. I'm excited. So we've made it to our last 2, and I think this is where the video takes a turn for controversial. But it's my opinion. I don't really care. Number 2 on the list, we got Lil Uzi Vert, Love Is Rage 2. And Love Is Rage 1 was okay. You know, we had songs like Money Longer, you were right. But Uzi, I call it the breakup effect. Because he was just coming out of a relationship, just got cheated on, and he put his heart and soul into this album. You can hear it in these songs. You can feel the emotion. You can feel it. I feel that in his music. It was touching. And the production, phenomenal. If you've never heard the song Neon Guts, it's a masterpiece. It has Pharrell on it. That's the best beat all of 2017. I promise you. You have my word on that. You really Dark Queen, Sauce It Up, 4-4. You know, The Way Life Goes, For Real, XO Tour Life. Everybody heard XO Tour Life. And that's one of the top songs of this year. Makes the album even better when the deluxe version released, which he should have dropped with the regular version, but he didn't. And we had songs like Loaded, Hands on My Wrist. Uzi, he's reached a higher platform now. Has more fans now, and this album was phenomenal. And everyone's like, no, it's trash. It's not old Uzi. I loved it. Hope he keeps up with the same flow. Keep doing what he's doing. And shouts out to Uzi Vert. But number one on this list, we got Playboi Carti with Playboi Carti. And most of you probably expected I was going to say Damn by Kendrick, but I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan. I mean, I like Cole, and I like a few Kendrick songs like DNA, but I've never been a huge Kendrick fan. But Playboi Carti is my number one album of the year. I love this album. He had production by Pierre Bourne. His ad-libs. And nobody can do what Playboi Carti's doing right now. He had 2 Billboard 100 songs this year. Magnolia. And we had Woke Up Like This with Uzi. Now, I'm not a mumble rap connoisseur, or that's not even my favorite type of rap. But the way Playboi Carti does it with his beats and his content, I love it. And I'm being so serious right now. Really, really, really. Let It Go, Half and Half, Number 9, Flex, Had To. And I did love the production on this album, the replay value. I listen to a Playboi Carti song at least once a day. That's a guarantee. And I'm still not tired of the album, even though it came out earlier this year. That's my top 10 albums of the year. And that's it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give a like. Make sure to subscribe. Enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to tell a friend. We're still growing. Got big dreams to this channel. Hopefully, milestone by milestone. Hopefully one day I can reach 100 subscribers. And we're just trying to grow. That's all I can say. Also, once again, wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. All links will be in the description below. And I'm out.